I'd like to welcome in my esteemed colleague, Mark Kriegel. Mark, you broke the story earlier this week that Eddie Hearn confirmed that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have signed a 2-fight deal. How did all that go down?
Painstakingly. This is a pretty arduous process. As you know, it's tough putting big deals together in the best of times. It's tougher when you have two different promoters. In this case, you had 3 different promoters, many of whom don't always like each other. So you had Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, don't usually get along. You had Top Rank and Matchroom, not in the best of times right now. You have MTK, Tyson Fury's advisors. And then you have the fighters themselves. I think that was the easiest part to deal with. So you had all these entities. And as Eddie said, in the best of times, getting signatures on the contracts is the most difficult part. In this case, it took about a month longer than they had anticipated. They had been negotiating in earnest since January. And I'm not saying that the deal is done or where we know where and when it will be, but I think it's realistic to think of this as a source of great encouragement for the fight.
So what could still possibly derail the fight? Ink is one thing. Getting the fighters in the ring is something else.
They have 30 days from the last signature, which was Saturday, to find a site, or conceivably the deal could go away. Eddie says he's already had interest from about 8 or 9 parties. They include in the States, in Asia. I think the most likely scenario is it lands in the Middle East. I could almost guarantee you that this will not happen in the UK or the US. It's just the site fee doesn't work like that in this particular case. We don't know what exactly it's going to be like coming out of COVID. So you have about, 20-something days now to find a site. A promoter ultimately is a salesman, an epic salesman. And I think that Eddie Hearn and some of the other people here certainly foot that bill. What should give you confidence, if you're judging this by are we going to see the fight, is Eddie Hearn got a $60 million site fee for Ruiz and Joshua. What can he get here? Now, coming out of a pandemic, if you could get that kind of money, would you turn it down? I don't think so. You certainly should be able to turn a handsome profit with that kind of a site fee. I know that they're going for more here, 100 million, 120 million. Whatever the case may be, I feel confident that a guy like Hearn can solicit those offers. And remember one other thing. I saw he mentioned a billionaire in the Middle East yesterday. MTK is very, very strong all over the globe, but it's particularly strong in that part of the world. It's based in Dubai. That's Fury's advisors.
It is a shame that this fight doesn't wind up at Wembley in front of 100,000 plus, because that is obviously where it belongs. How realistic is 2 fights in this calendar year, 2021?
I think it's certainly a realistic possibility. That's what the plan is. The plan is for the first fight to happen June or July. I'd go with late July. I'd push this back the same way the negotiations got pushed back. And the second fight, November or December. So I'm saying December or January. About Wembley, look, I understand what you're saying. It would be nice to be there, but you can't want these things to happen and then complain about the market economics. It's just, the guys want to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. Everybody wants to see it. This is how it's going to happen. You can't be for the free market on one end and against it on the other.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.